Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the brand new event that just came out. It has 3 cards that are rewards in there. It is going to be the finest 2019 Cody Bellinger. It is going to be a Cy Young Jake Arrieta, as well as a Cy Young Justin Verlander. We're going to go over all 3 of these cards, give them an in-depth true review, what I think about each one of them. You unlock them at 20 wins, 40 wins, and 60 wins. We'll go over the event reward path very briefly before we go into the in-depth true reviews of each of the cards. So let's go and check out the reward path before we do the true reviews. Also, before we get fully into this video, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading more videos, as well as comment down below about what you guys think about this event. If you guys think that the 3 rewards within the event are good or bad or just a little bit of somewhere in the middle. Let's get into it. So looking at the reward path here for the event real quick, as I said, at 20 wins, you're going to get this 99 overall Cody Bellinger, the Show 19 finest card. Then at 40 wins, you get a Cy Young from 2015 Jake Arrieta when he played with the Chicago Cubs. Then at 60 wins, you're going to get this 2011 Cy Young Justin Verlander when he played with the Detroit Tigers. We're going to go over all 3 of these cards, give them an in-depth review. Also, by the way, when you're looking at this, at 70 wins, if you want to go for it, there is an Events Rewind choice pack. Now, for this choice pack, it looks like there's going to be 2 tiers, and you'll be able to get one of these cards. I don't think you're going to... I think it's going to be like an upper tier and a lower tier. I don't know if you'll have a chance at Gossage or not. Honestly, I don't think it's worth going to 70 unless you're going to get Gossage or maybe Batance. Other than that, I'm not really sure any of these other rewards are really worth getting the extra 10 wins after Verlander. Neither is like these. You can get so many finest packs. I just don't think it's worth doing extra wins over Verlander. Hopefully they had a few more cards to this event afterwards. It looks like the event's going to be 3 weeks right now. We're in the AL NL West. I think they're going to do the NL AL Central, then they'll do the AL NL East, is I'm assuming what it's going to be. Each of them 7 days long or a week or so. Either way, I don't think the event itself is that bad. It has some good rewards. Let's go over them. Cody Bellinger. So last year they did this thing where there was like the Show 19 finest cards. Everybody voted on them. Some of them were fan votes. Some of them were selected for their outstanding performance. Cody Bellinger was one of the ones that was selected for his outstanding performance, as he did win the MVP in the National League in 2019. It's a 99 overall card. His primary is right field, left-handed batting, left-handed throwing. Secondary is a first base, left field, and center field. And last year, Bellinger was absolutely tearing the cover off the ball. He batted .305 with an on-base percentage of .406, a slugging of .629, an OPS of 1.035, an OPS plus of 169. He hit 47 home runs, had 115 RBIs. He led the National League in total bases with 351, had a WAR of 9.1. On top of winning the MVP, he won the Silver Slugger and Gold Glove. Also was voted to the All-Star game in the National League. So he had an amazing year in 2019. Looking at his actual card here, he had 116 contact versus righty, 98 contact versus lefty, 119 power versus righty, 125 max contact versus lefties, 112 vision, 125 discipline, 105 clutch. In the outfield, he had 90 fielding here, 99 arm strength, 87 accuracy, 92 reaction with 83 speed, 63 stealing, 58 base run aggressiveness. Now, we have not done the top 10 right fielders yet. It will be coming up shortly. Maybe Monday, maybe Sunday of these coming days that are up here soon. But we'll see if Cody Bellinger makes the top 10. I got a feeling he's going to be pretty high on the list. This card is amazing. Cody Bellinger has a great swing. I think this card right here could be a lot of people's starting right fielder. Could start at first base for a lot of people. I'm going to give this Cody Bellinger 5 Chewies. I think he's another 5-tool player. I mentioned that a little bit earlier today when we were going over the Fernando Tatis Jr. This is another 5-tool guy. You're just bringing out a whole arsenal with this Cody Bellinger. Has an absolute cannon in right field. Great hitting attributes. As I've already said, we're going to give him 5 Chewies here. I think he's going to be one of the best corner outfielders in the game. Jake Arrieta. In the mid-2010s, Jake Arrieta was an absolutely dominant pitcher for a 2 to 3 year period. And in 2015, he won a Cy Young, and this was by far his best season as a starting pitcher. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting, 99 overall. He throws a sinker, four-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and circle change. His sinker's going to go about 95, can ramp it up to 97. His four-seam fastball is going to do the same thing, 95 to 97. A slider that goes 90, curveball that goes 81, and a circle change is going to go 88. I do think the circle change speed is a little bit high for my liking. In this 2015 season where Arrieta won the Cy Young, he was 22-6, had an ERA of 1.77, an ERA plus of 2.15. He had a FIP, which is fielding independent pitching, of 2.35. He had a whip of 0.865. He led the league in home runs per 9 and hits per 9. And then his WAR is 8.3. Honestly, his hits and home run per 9 on the attributes for the card are not what they should be. He should have much higher hits per 9 based on what he did that year. He was only letting out 5.9 hits per 9 inning as a starting pitcher. That's ridiculous. And then his home runs per 9, it's not max, but he's letting out 0.4. 0.4 home runs per 9. And you can't get him at 99 out here, SDS. What are you doing to the guy? Ridiculous. Looking at his attributes, is 108 stamina, 107 hits per 9, 93 K per 9, 89 base on balls per 9, 93 home run per 9, 114 pitching clutch, 86 control, 98 velocity, 99 break. Honestly, the Arrieta would probably be in the top 10 pitching. I have to go look at the list to see where he's at. He would not be in the top 5, I don't think. He'd probably be somewhere in between 6 and 8, just looking on his attributes. Now, if it's the same motion that Arrieta had when he pitched for the Cubs, he has a very goofy release. It's hard to read off the hand, and he has a dominant sinker. I'm going to make an assumption that he has that release, and that could put him in the top 5, but really I got him probably somewhere out of the best pitchers in the game, somewhere in that 6 through 8 area. I'm going to give him 4.5 Chewies because I do think he can be a starting pitcher in your rotation. I don't think he's absolutely dominant, but 4.5 Chewies, that's what I'm going with. I do think they shafted him a little bit in his hits per 9 and his home run per 9. It should be higher. Actually, his K per 9, okay, it's probably where it should be, although he was averaging a strikeout inning at 9.3. So I actually just overall think the attributes aren't as good as they should have been for this Arrieta. He had one of the best years ever for a pitcher in modern baseball, but it is what it is. 4.5 Chewies is what we're sticking with. Justin Verlander. The card you get at 60 wins in this event is the 2011 Cy Young winner, Justin Verlander. He actually won the MVP this year as well. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He throws a 4-seam fastball, 12-6 curve, changeup, slider, and 2-seam fastball. So he doesn't have a sinker or cutter. What I will say about this card is he's going to throw a ball about 98 to 99 miles an hour. He has that 12-6 curve that goes about 80 miles an hour, 87-mile-per-hour changeup, 86-mile-per-hour slider. He's a 2-seam fastball that's 94 miles an hour, can probably go up to 96. In 2011, Justin Verlander was 24-5 for his win-loss record, an ERA of 2.40, an ERA plus of 175, a FIP of 2.99, a whip of 0.920. He had 250 strikeouts, which led the American League, and a WAR of 8.6. He won the Cy Young, the MVP, as I've already mentioned, and he was voted to the All-Star game. Looking at his attributes, he has 114 stamina, 103 hits per 9, 105 K per 9, 86 base on balls per 9, 74 home run per 9, 94 pitching clutch, 91 control, 86 velocity, 99 break. Honestly, I don't think this Verlander makes the top 10. If he does, it'd be at the number 10 spot, if not in the honorable mentions. If he's anything like the Signature Series card last year, he will play woefully underneath his attributes. And once again, they did not give him the attributes he deserves, especially the 74 home runs per 9. I know it probably doesn't matter online, but it matters against a computer. He's going to get shelled compared to some of the other 99s. This card is very disappointing to me. I'm going to give him 4 Chewies because I do think he's still a good card. I just don't think he is what he should be for 60 event wins. And it's disappointing because Justin Verlander is one of my favorite pitchers in real life to watch. I'm disappointed that they gave him this card. I figured they'd give him a better card than this. It is what it is. We're going with 4 Chewies. Boys, that's going to wrap up this video for this event. We went over the Bellinger, Arrieta, and Verlander. We gave them in-depth shoe reviews, kind of went over the statistics for the seasons that the cards are based off of. And as you guys seen, I think Bellinger is the best out of the 3 rewards that you can get. I would get at least 20 wins. The getting to 40 and 60 is really personal preference, in my opinion. I don't think either of those pitchers are like, oh my God, I got to grind to the wins. But if you want either one of them on your roster, by all means, go out and get those extra wins as needed. I hope this review helps you guys out to know whether it's worth getting any of these cards. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day and be safe.